Beginning. A smile in the wrong place. The first time I saw her, I wasn't even supposed to be on that side of the station. Orion Trade Hub 6 was enormous, a floating city in deep space, a crossroads for more than 30 civilizations. Humans like me were still new here, still treated like curious animals rather than equal members. I was a cargo technician, mostly ignored, mostly unnoticed. Except today. I was walking through the Solaris Court, the Royal Wing, because the maintenance shafts had been sealed for inspection, forcing me through the main hall. I tried not to stare, but everything around me was too grand, too surreal. The floor was made of shimmering silver tiles that shifted colors with footsteps. Giant crystal pillars reached so high they vanished into artificial clouds. Holographic banners flowed like living streams of light. And then I saw her. Standing at the far end of the hall, surrounded by guards in armor shaped like metallic feathers, was the Princess of Solaris, heir to the throne of a star cluster-spanning empire. Princess Elindra. Tall, ethereal, silver-blue skin glowing faintly like moonlight. Her hair flowed like strands of molten starlight, braided with tiny floating jewels that orbited her head. Her eyes, deep violet and sharp as if they could slice through a person's soul, scanned the hall like a queen already judging her kingdom. I froze in place. Not because of fear, but because she was the most breathtakingly beautiful being I had ever seen. And without realizing it, I smiled. A genuine, uncontrollable smile, like an idiot human suddenly struck by awe. That was my mistake. Her eyes locked onto mine instantly. All conversations in the hall stopped. Every guard turned toward me. A human. A low-ranking nobody. Smiling at royalty. She began walking toward me, slow, graceful, terrifying. One of the guards hissed in my direction, "Human, lower your gaze." But she raised a hand, silencing him. She stepped close enough that I could see the faint constellation-like freckles on her cheeks. Her voice was velvet, cold, and commanding. "Why," she asked, "are you smiling, human?" Her directness hit me like a shockwave. I swallowed hard. I knew the protocols. Humans were expected to bow, avoid eye contact, and never show suggestive or disrespectful expressions to royalty. But something inside me refused to lie. So I answered truthfully. "Because I choose you as my queen." Gasps exploded through the hall. A guard nearly dropped his weapon. Someone whispered, "He's doomed." Princess Elindra's eyes widened, not with anger, but with something like disbelief flickering deep within. Then she turned away sharply. "Bring him," she ordered. My life changed in that moment. Middle. The consequence of a smile. I was dragged, gently but firmly, into the Solaris Court throne chamber. A massive room shaped like an open flower, the petals carved from pure white crystal. Holographic constellations rotated above us, and the giant throne floated in mid-air like a suspended sun. Princess Elindra sat upon it, her aura glowing brighter now. I was forced to kneel. A high-ranking advisor spoke first, his voice thin and sharp. "This human has spoken a forbidden phrase. To choose the royal heir is a declaration of claiming interest, a bond that only nobles may initiate." Bond? I had no idea. I lifted my head slightly. I didn't mean disrespect. "Silence," the advisor snapped. Elindra raised her hand again. "Let him speak." Her voice made my heart pound. I swallowed. "Your Highness." I smiled because you were well. I hesitated. The room waited. Beautiful. More gasps. Elindra froze, expression unreadable. Her advisor hissed, "Your Highness, this human must be punished. He violated the sacred eye tradition. And worse, he confessed interest." "Interest?" I whispered, confused. The advisor glared. Among Solaris royals, An expression of admiration or affection binds the speaker under oath. It is an ancient custom. A confession cannot be taken lightly. So, my smile wasn't just a smile. It was a declaration. A promise. Elindra slowly stood, descending the floating steps of her throne. Each step made her aura intensify, like she was drawing power from the stars. She approached me again, closer than before. "Human," she said softly. "Do you understand what your words mean?" "No, but I don't take them back," I replied. A flicker, almost a twitch of her lips, appeared. Was she holding back a smile? Elindra turned to her council. "I will deal with him personally." The court erupted in protests. "Your Highness, he's beneath you. He is human, untrained, unworthy. Solori's law forbids bonding outside royal lineage." She silenced all of them with a single glare. The princess's question. She gestured for me to stand. "Human. Walk with me." Her guards followed at a distance as she led me through a balcony overlooking a starfield so wide it made Earth look like a distant dream. "Why did you say those words?" she asked quietly. "I already told you," I said. "Because Yes. You find me beautiful." She looked away, her starlight hair shimmering. "But beauty is not enough to choose a queen." I exhaled. "Then because something in you pulled me. I felt like I recognized you even though I've never met you." She turned sharply. "Recognized me? How?" "I don't know," I admitted. "But when I saw you, it felt like destiny tugged at me." Her eyes softened, just slightly. "No one speaks like this to me," she whispered. "No one dares." "Well," I smiled again, "maybe that's why you noticed." Unexpectedly, she stepped closer. "Say it again." "Say what?" "Choose me again." Her voice trembled only for a moment, but enough for me to hear it. I looked into her violet eyes and repeated, "I choose you as my queen." She inhaled sharply, and for the first time, she didn't hide the small smile forming on her lips. Then, a blinding alarm echoed through the station. The doors burst open. Her mother, Queen Seilani, strode in, surrounded by elite Solori's guardians. "What have you done, Elindra?" the queen demanded. Elindra stepped protectively in front of me. "He chose me," she said. The queen's face darkened. "Humans cannot choose royalty." And Elindra answered, voice steady. "Then perhaps royalty should stop ignoring humans." Middle, Part 2. Trial of the Stars. The Queen ordered a ceremonial trial, a Solori's custom used to test intentions, loyalty, and truth. It wasn't a courtroom. It was a spiritual and mental challenge inside a chamber filled with star energy. Humans rarely survived it. Elindra tried to protest. "He doesn't even know our traditions." But the Queen silenced her. "If he truly chooses you, he will prove it." I was placed inside a circular room glowing with swirling galaxies. Energy pulsed through the walls. The chamber tested a person's heart, revealing hidden fears, truths, and desires. A voice echoed in my mind. "Do you choose her? Or do you fear her?" My memories flashed, moments of loneliness, insignificance, being invisible on Earth. And then Elindra, brilliant, fierce, beautiful beyond reason, stepping toward me, asking why I smiled, demanding honesty. I answered firmly, "I choose her." The chamber exploded with light. Outside, the Queen and Council watched the energy readings spike beyond expected limits. "He is human," one advisor stuttered. "No human should withstand that intensity." Elindra whispered, voice filled with hope. "He's still alive. I feel it." When the chamber finally opened, I collapsed forward, breathing hard but conscious. Elindra ran to me, catching me before I hit the ground. "You fool," she whispered, trembling. "You could have died." "But I didn't," I smiled weakly. And I would choose you again. Something in her expression changed then, like a wall she had built all her life finally cracked. She helped me stand. Her hand lingered in mine. The Queen's decision. The Queen studied me in silence. You survived the trial, she said slowly. That alone is remarkable. It means he meant every word, Elindra insisted. The Queen turned to her daughter. Do you choose him? Elindra froze. For Solori's royalty, choosing a partner was sacred, binding for life, sealed in tradition older than their empire. Slowly, she looked at me. Her violet eyes softened. I do, she whispered. The hall erupted. Some protested. Others bowed reluctantly. The Queen raised her hand. Then the bond is sealed. Elindra took my hand in both of hers. You started this, she murmured. You smiled. You chose. And you finished it, I replied. You chose me back. Her smile, the first genuine smile I ever saw from her, glowed brighter than any star in the windows behind her. Ending. The human and the star princess. The ceremony wasn't immediate, Solori's traditions required preparation, integration, and acknowledgement. I was assigned tutors to teach me royal customs. Elindra visited often, always with a new question or curious smile. One day, while walking through the star-viewing gardens, she asked, When you first saw me, what did you really feel? Like destiny tapped me on the shoulder, I answered. She laughed softly, a rare sound that shook something deep inside me. And now? I took her hand gently. Now I feel like I've found my place. She leaned closer. Good. Because once the coronation happens, you won't be able to escape me. Wouldn't dream of it, I smirked. Elindra rolled her eyes, but smiled again. Coronation Day. The Solori's court was filled with luminous beings from countless worlds. I stood beside Elindra as her chosen partner, a position no human had ever held. The Queen placed the ceremonial circlet on her daughter's head. Princess Elindra, heir of Solori's, she proclaimed. May your reign bring unity to the stars. Then she stepped aside. And may your chosen companion stand beside you. Elindra reached for my hand. Before the universe, she spoke. When he smiled at me, I wondered why. She looked at me, her eyes softer than stardust. Now I know. His heart recognized mine. I felt my own chest tighten with emotion. She lifted my hand to her lips in a gesture of royal claim. He chooses me, she said. And I choose him. The hall erupted in light, celebration, and shock. No one expected a human to end up next to the heir of an empire. But destiny didn't care. Later, as we stood alone at the balcony overlooking the galaxy, Elindra leaned closer. Say it, she whispered. Say what? I teased. Her cheeks flushed faintly with silver. Choose me again. I wrapped my arm around her waist and whispered in her ear. I choose you as my queen. She smiled a real, breathtaking smile and rested her head against mine. Good, she murmured. Because now, I choose you as my king. And with the stars stretching endlessly around us, we sealed a bond that began with a simple smile. And ended with a destiny neither of us could escape.